Welcome YouTube back to your regularly scheduled banknote videos. Right now, I have only two to show, but I'm really happy about these two as one of them has been a grail sort of note for me for a while, that being this one right here, the 1896 silver certificate, aka also known as the educational note or education note. Then on the bottom, we have another note I've been trying to grab my hands on, or at least the series. It is the 1914 $5 Federal Reserve silver certificate. So as you can see, different location. Do not have my tripod here, so will be a little shaky. Sorry about that in advance, but we will do what we have to. So here we have the large note. As you can see, it says on the left, series of 1914. We got Abraham Lincoln like every other $5 bill, and we've got a nice solid blue seal on the right. The face is very reminiscent of modern currency, and you can really see that the size was quite large. It's why it's called a large note. The reverse, however, is where things really change. As you can see, it says the Federal Reserve note, $5, but you've got a beautiful two little portraits, one on the left, one on the right. Very awesome things. This seems to be pilgrims, probably the ones on the Mayflower. Not 100% sure, of course, but that's what it looks like on the right. And on the left, it seems that's when they're still on their voyage. They just spotted land. Very beautiful note. This is the one reason why I want to have the entirety of the 1914 collection, as every reverse has a beautiful portrait, or not portrait, design and art on the back. And like always, over here, it tells you that this note is receivable by all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks and all that. This note's in pretty decent condition. You can tell that on the bottom there's a couple, the edge isn't clean, but there's no major tears, no major holes, and that's what I like in my bills. So very happy I was able to collect such a nice looking example for a good price. Such a beautiful art on the reverse. I love it. Next up, we have the Grail note. Of course, in better conditions, this note is worth quite out of my budget, so I had to settle on this grade and condition. There's no major holes or tears, but as you can see, it is definitely faded, and there is a major fold straight down the middle, but you can still tell the design, which is what I want more than anything. You can see lady history and the youth, and the reason why this is called the education note is because of her teaching this young youth, or I guess youth in general, the history. You can see it talks about the Constitution of the United States. There's a red seal on the bottom right, and you've got, if I'm not mistaken, all the presidents up until this time period. You see Washington in the top middle. You've got Jefferson, Franklin. Maybe no. I think these might have just been the signers of the Constitution. Now that I think about it, so you got John Adams. Let's see if Hancock is here. Interesting. I'm actually not sure. Let me know down below in the comments who the wreaths are supposed to represent. Because at first I thought it might have been presidents, but now I'm looking at Franklin. He was not a president. So maybe it's signatories of the Constitution, but I don't see. Oh wait, John Hancock was part of the Declaration of Independence. So this actually might be the Constitution or Articles of Confederation, whichever one, not sure. But very beautiful note, very lovely history. On the reverse, we've got Martha Washington with her husband, George Washington. Again, as you can see, the condition isn't great, but you can tell who they are. And that's all that really matters to me, because the history of this note is just amazing. It's almost 120 years old now. Well, it is actually. It came out in 1996, around there. So yeah, basically over 130 years old, maybe. But yeah, beautiful note. and in higher conditions, even more beautiful. I would love to try to get the entirety of the series, but as all currency and coin collectors know, that's pretty expensive. Especially I think it was the 5, had some controversy, so that one's pretty hard to get. But yeah, short video as it's only 2 notes. Hope you enjoyed it though. I was very happy to finally add 2 more large notes to the collection. I've been trying to really flesh out my large note series for my currency. Every year I want to try to at least get around 2 every year, and I think I really hit the mark recently with the notes I've been picking up. You know, I've got the 1914, I've got educational note, I've picked up some of the larger red seal notes like the woodchopper and all that. So I'm pretty happy about it. And you know, I'd like to thank you all for really watching me and you helping the channel grow. We're about to hit 200 subscribers, and that's a really big milestone again for me. So thank you all. Hope you enjoy this content, and if you do, you know, subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps a lot. Liking the video, watching the video, and even just commenting, you know, about any information that you might have learned or that I might be missing. For example, who these people are, which are they signatories of the Constitution, Articles of Confederation. Maybe there's more history on the back of the 1914 note, for example. Of maybe these aren't the Pilgrims, maybe these are another group of people that had come to the Americas. You know, just I love talking with you guys, and I'd like to thank you all again for watching my videos. Have a great day and stay safe.